And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dark Phoenix Gaming, and welcome back to Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition with Vin Shepard. So, the last time we left off was a bit of a roller coaster. We recruited a few new squad members, but most importantly, we managed to find evidence of what Saren's been up to that we're going to use to prove to the Council that he should not be a Spectre anymore, and in fact should be shot dead. And this time, we're going to go to pay a visit to the city, and to the Council again, and have that actual meeting.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Well, I suppose we could do that.
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
Wait, the 212? Your wife was Serviceman Nirali Bhatia. I'm Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. I served in her unit.
Chief Williams, it is a pleasure. Nirali spoke of you with great respect.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Bhatia. Nirali was a good woman. What can we do for you?
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Yeah, that's one of those interesting bits of dialogue that you'll occasionally get, where there's actually some extra things you get to hear depending on who's in your squad. Because Ashley actually knew this guy's wife, she'll pipe up about it. Which I think is a very interesting way to do things. It gives you another reason to experiment with your squad makeup and not keep everyone the same all the time, because you get different outcomes with stuff like this.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
Yeah, well, we're not just going to sit on that. I'll take care of it for you.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
All right. Embassy Lounge. Yeah. Looks like we need to have a word with some pencil pushers.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes, there might be. Please don't take this the wrong way, but kidnapping corpses is generally frowned upon.
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
So you're running tests. You're using her corpse as a lab dummy. I see.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're
Shepard's a
conducting
little
may
more
lead to better
diplomatic there
defenses
than I
against
would have
Geth
been, to be
attacks.
honest.
Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
Unfortunately, it looks like we don't have the Paragon or Renegade to force him to release the body. That is not great.
How long do you think this research is gonna take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
Okay, I guess we'll have to pass it on.
I'll
then.
tell Mr. Bhatia about this. It might make it easier for him to understand.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
I have some points I haven't spent. Gonna put some into our charm. Can't be much of a paragon if we can't use stuff like that after all. They're on. One more point to unlock snipper rifles. We will start improving our sniper rifle accuracy. There you go. And Cade and I'm just gonna pump it all into barrier so we can unlock stasis. Once I get another point, of course. Yeah, so...
Hello again, Commander. Can I help you?
Thanks for your help.
I would actually just tell him I changed my mind, give it back. Or whatever, but apparently we can't just do that. Maybe this will give us something we can do on that front.
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
Slight problem with that.
It's not as simple as I'd hoped. The military needs your wife's body for important tests.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests? My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
Okay, we could persuade this guy to let them run the tests, honestly. But I think as Shepard would see it, that's a little bit of a dick move. And just letting them experiment on his wife's body doesn't seem right to Shepard, quite frankly. So we are going to go back there and fix this.
It is unacceptable. I'll let you know what I can do.
Thank you. Please let me know what can be done.
Okay. We'll need to convince one of them. I've already decided we're going to be convincing the pencil pusher.
Hello again, Commander. Can I help you?
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Is that a dig at our childhood, Bosker? And the whole Batarian slave raid thing. I thought you were supposed to be a diplomat. I do understand what you're saying. I also understand that you're wrong.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Yeah. There we go. That was an awkward situation, to be honest. given that if you completely suspend all emotion, you can see where that guy was coming from with wanting to study these injuries. Still doesn't make it the right way to go about things, but from a completely logical perspective, you can sort of, if you squint, see where he's coming from.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Samesh, I don't know if this helps, but your wife, Nerali, loved you very much. She missed your cooking, and she played recordings of you every night before she went to sleep.
I know, Miss Williams. But thank you. It's nice to hear it again.
Alright. And that gets us another level up. Let's put some points into tactical armor. Assassination. Spread it over a bit. Unlock fitness. Increasing your health, and Ashley can have some points in shotguns. Kids. Stasis. And some points in Sentinel. I don't pretend to exactly be very good at playing the level up system game, but generally it doesn't matter how you spread out your points. I find you can do whatever and it'll work perfectly fine. For now, we'll head to the Citadel Tower and watch Saren get screwed over because of our evidence.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure.
Going the wrong way.
And you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Okay, here we are.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
"50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
You expect me to believe he doesn't have some kind of independent resources? Really?
Somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in.
Textbook stupidity from the Turian
cannot track
Counselor.
down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull.
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
How long are you idiots going to keep pulling this crap for? Come on, you must have seen my record by now. That speaks for itself. Just ignore race for a second and... Hey, you let Nihilus put me forward as a candidate. That must... And you thought I could do the job. Besides, it's the best solution.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
A little bit happy anyways.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
A lot of that crap they were spewing was just for appearance's sake, though, let's be honest.
Congratulations.
Telling us to do stuff we were going to anyways.
You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
Among
You'll
other
get
things.
access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Not even a thank you from the Ambassador.
Yeah, well, figures.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Commander.
Spectre training talent unlocked. Which is the tree we go down to get the Unity ability for with our Metagel, which is something that comes by default in the later games. Basically, we can restore squad members that get knocked out using Metagel. In any case, we're gonna head right down to CSEC now. There are plenty of other side quests that we could do on the Citadel at the moment, but for this episode, we're more interested in progressing the main story, I figure. First, we want to talk to the requisitions officer. It's not down there. Let's find him. Here we are. There's our man.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
Yep.
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
News travels fast around here. I only got appointed a few minutes ago.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Alright. Yeah, the Spectre Master Gear over here. This is the absolute pinnacle of the best kit available in the entire game as far as equipment, but as you can see, it's very expensive. Between 150 and 314,000 credits for a single weapon. Now, granted, we won't be buying all of them just because of the fact that our what weapons we can use is a little bit limited for obvious reasons. So we'll be limiting ourselves to pistol and sniper rifle. Maybe assault rifle, but I don't think we can zoom in with those. Or aim down the sights rather, so probably not. Still gonna be expensive. And they sell plenty of fancy armor too. But we'll have to stick with medium, I believe. Or light is the one that can be used by infiltrators. We don't actually have the ability to buy anything right now. And I'll have to look through our list of stuff to see what we can sell at a later date, so yeah. We'll need to do some examining of our kit before we go on a shopping spree. In any case, it's time for us to head to the docking bay and see
Corp is still
Anderson
denying reports
and
that one of their
Udina.
survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Yeah. That's a way that we'll get side quests in this game, by the way. Throughout the story, there will be news reports on the elevator when we're on the Citadel that will result in us picking up side quests. That and talking to people and just finding random items out in the world are the main getting of side quests that we'll be doing.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
Damn it. I was looking forward to being able to be a Spectre with Anderson there for our whole adventure. Why do you have to leave the ship, sir? And what's going on? Tell me the truth.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Okay.
I won't let you down, sir.
I'll get Saren.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Okay. Anything else? I'm not going to mention the Reapers. It's honestly because the Council was skeptical enough. God knows how Udina's going to be about that. We'll keep the whole Reapers angle in mind, but we don't need to be constantly mentioning it after all.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Okay, that sounds like our starting point then.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Alright. I'll see what I can do to not give you too much of a headache. No promises, though.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to.
And you were a
Captain Anderson
douchebag
can answer
twat
any
long before
questions
you were an
might have.
ambassador. Yes, time to hear from Anderson about the whole Saren situation.
Yes, Commander?
Among other things.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Okay.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city, mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Well, if she's a Prothean archaeologist, then not a bad tip.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Noveria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
Alright, and now that we've gotten that out of the way, you mentioned that you'd worked with the Spectres. Tell me more about your history with Saren.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Well, he sounds like a cunt. Not that we didn't already know that, mind you.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Well, that's all that we really have to talk to Anderson about. So I will see you later.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
And for now, we'll pop over here and scan this keeper. I'm just sort of doing the keeper scans on the side more than anything else. We'll get them done eventually, but a lot of them probably won't be on camera. Anyways, over to the Normandy now.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Decontamination in progress. We're going to hear that phrase a lot throughout this campaign because it does it every time you go on the Normandy. Which you do a lot.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Alright. That's speech time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. Our enemy knows we're coming. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
And with that, we have our own ship. We have our own ship. We're going to find the odd codex entries scattered about. But I think this is where we will call it for today. So, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more Mass Effect goodness. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time when we'll probably be back on the Citadel doing a little bit of side questing. Or we might just go to Artemis Tau and do that later. I honestly haven't decided. See you then, folks. See you then.